Hey guys, welcome back to Investing with SP Capital. We're not going to waste any time. Everyone knows being in your 20s is a vague cloud of confusion. After all, besides knowing that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, everything just seems to be so intimidating. How do you pay taxes? How do you save? How do you even just build for a better future? Well, let us dive into what we think are 3 pivotal things you can start doing today to build a better future in your 20s. Please remember to hit that like button if you liked the video, it helps us out a lot. Let's get to it. The first thing we have on our list to do in your 20s is that if you're ever going to buy anything, buy an asset and please avoid liabilities. Now we know assets and liabilities, these may be very blanket terms that are thrown around, but here's the easiest way we can break this down. An asset is something that when you buy it, will either make you money or continue to bring in some sort of intrinsic or real value later on. For instance, the number one investment everyone who's ever watched a Graham Stephan video will tell you is real estate. It's a solid, secure purchase even if you're not renting it. You can use it to start a business, live there, or for storage. And at any point in the future you can generally sell for above the price you paid for it initially. A liability, on the other hand, is something that loses value over time or will cause you to pay a lot more out of pocket than it will bring in. For instance, imagine you paid for a piece of jewelry and as soon as you left the door, it's worth half of what you gave. And now you have to pay the store owner several hundred to $1,000 every year just to keep that piece of jewelry wearable. That's exactly what happens when you purchase a new car. It's a depreciating asset and something that costs you money even when you've paid it off. Now, while these are some very extreme examples, you can practice this in everyday life with a lot of smaller things. Instead of buying fancy decorations for your new bedroom, maybe invest in a quality mattress. A quality mattress is something that will pay you back tenfold if it helps you sleep and feel recovered and better than you normally would every day. Even knowing to avoid liabilities such as splurging on clothes or fashion name products and instead spending it on assets like a better quality coat for the winter will pay off in the long run. Making these small choices every day will allow you to improve your life significantly over time. The second thing we have on our list is to make sure you take risks. Of course, these risks have to be calculated, but being in your 20s and being lazy is a huge detriment. Remember, you'll never have the amount of energy that you do now, especially in your 20s. So make sure to use that accordingly. I mean, have you ever noticed that it's the spontaneous, last-minute plans with friends that turn out to be some of the most memorable? Or maybe there's a person in your life, be it your significant other, your best friend, or even your gym buddy, that you may have not met if you both just did something simple as not go to the same school, not have gone out to the bar that night, or even have gone to the gym that day. Look, there's moments and opportunities that change your life in an instant, but the only way you'll experience them is if you take risks. Step outside your comfort zone. As Edison said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing multiple times and expecting a different result. Even Edison was telling you to YOLO on Tesla calls. No, we're just joking. He was speaking on the fact that most of us tend to get very comfortable with our lives. That in order to change our lives financially, physically, on whatever term you wish, we have to take these risks. No business, brand, friendship, or lifestyle was built sitting and constantly doubting yourself. It's way easier said than done, we know. But taking just the first step can lead you to so many opportunities that can change your life for the better. Of course, be calculated in what you do, but be confident and take some risks. Now this third one, we recommend doing for the rest of your life. It will help you out significantly, and that is to live below your means. Now for some of us in our 20s, the means aren't that much anyways, but how many of us have that friend who may have just gotten a raise or promotion, yet they're still living close to paycheck, even though they're making 50K instead of 35K? Well, that's because most people do not live below their means. Simply because you have $1,000 in the bank doesn't mean you have $1,000 to spend. What we mean is that each month you shouldn't consider touching any of your paycheck until you first account for bills, emergencies, and rent or mortgage. You do not need that $5 coffee every day that you can just make at home, or that $500 pair of shoes just to show off to your friends and family that you have money. Remember, the truly rich don't wear their wealth, they invest it. Now while investing may seem a bit of a stretch for some, we guarantee you, if you cut down some of those monthly subscriptions, that unnecessary spending, or those frivolous purchases, you'll find that you can make room to invest in yourself or something that will help you make even more money. We want to thank you guys for listening till the end of the video. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for staying with Investing with SP Capital, and we hope to see you on the next one. Stay tuned and have a great day.